arrogance. Right? It's not an attitude. We're not showing up with a heart filled with our own self-confidence, like, hey, look what I did. Right? We show up with a true, pure heart because we recognize that Jesus did something that we could never do. Jesus did everything. He provided the access. And now we can draw near with confidence. You don't show up to God hoping that He's going to accept you. Right? You're not showing up hoping that He's going to let you in. We can draw near with assurance, and that means no guessing or wondering and no hesitation. We can show up with boldness, with confidence, not because of who we are, but because of who Jesus is and because of what He has done for us. I told you earlier about these industry events that I had to go to where I felt this anxiety on the front end and this fear of showing up and being rejected or looking foolish and all that other stuff. Over time, things shifted a little bit, right? I had this artist that actually was nominated for an award one year, and with that nomination came invitations to the artist and their team to show up for the award show. And I received the invitation. And I was really excited. I didn't feel anxious about this because I had the invitation. I'd been invited. I had the ticket to get in. I had the invite. I felt this excitement and this confidence about going because I'd been invited. And if I showed up, I knew that I would get in, that I wouldn't be rejected at the door. That's what Jesus has done for us. Because of Jesus going to the cross and coming back to life with the resurrection, we have an invitation and we can show up with confidence knowing that God will not reject us because Jesus made a way for us to be accepted. Jesus showed up and He made a way for us to be accepted. And the writer uses this phrase, our hearts are sprinkled clean. And again, that comes straight out of the Old Covenant. Back then, cleansing was external, right? It was this outward thing that was done. It was temporary. It was a ritual. Blood was sprinkled on objects, on people, on the mercy seat within the Holy of Holies, within the tabernacle. And it symbolized forgiveness. But it didn't remove guilt. It didn't remove the shame. It just covered it up for a little while. But here's the shift. And this is huge. There is this huge shift. Because of Jesus, the cleansing isn't outward anymore, it's inward. Your guilt isn't managed, your shame isn't minimized, your past isn't held against you. It's all dealt with by God through Jesus. It's dealt with. So we don't draw near to God to get clean. We don't come to God hoping that He's going to accept because we've been good enough. We show up because Jesus has already made us clean. Because we had that moment with Jesus where we put our faith and our trust in Him. By God's grace, we put our faith in Jesus. And He's made us clean.